Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using new products to do this look here. So if you want to see the tutorial, then just keep watching. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is put my hair back. I'll use these clips here. Okay, the first thing I'm going to go in with is this Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a primer and moisturizer in one. I'm just going to go in with like one pump. Looks like that. Guys, my face is always red when I get ready to film. I don't know if it's because I stress out because I'm trying to get everything together before I film and I start to get hot, but it gets really red. This primer really sinks in quickly. I mean, it has dried on my face and it doesn't feel sticky or anything. It feels really smooth. That's what it feels like. It feels really smooth on the skin. But it just like sunk into my skin really quickly. Next thing I'm going to go in is with the Milk Blur Stick for my pores. Okay, I always do my eyes first, so I'm going to go in with this Stay Don't Stray primer in light medium. I'm going to go ahead and set that eye primer with this Lorac Pro Blurring Translucent Pressed Powder. Next I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs Iconic Eye Palette in Glambition. And I'll show you the colors. They're really pretty colors. And I think today I'm going to do more of a smoky eye. I'm going to go in with the Morphe E28. Actually, no, I'm going to go in with the Morphe E27. And it's this little fluffy brush here. And I'm going to go in with this color here in my crease. I guess I should bring you guys just in a little bit closer. These Marc Jacob colors are blending in so well. Next I'm going to go in with this Morphe E28 and I'm going to actually go into the center color here into my crease. Again, just kind of going into my crease and blending it out. I am loving this formulation of eyeshadow. It is so easy to work with. It's hard to mess up with eyeshadows when they're easy to work with them. The pigmentation is really nice on these as well. You can put your brush in there. What I do is I put my brush in there and I tap off the excess and then I actually go into the crease. And you're not going to deposit way too much product. I mean, it actually gives a good amount of product on the eyelid. I'm going to go in with the MAC 217 and I'm going to take the shade that's here at the corner by the black. It's the brown, a brown color. Kind of like a coffee brown. And I'm just going to go into the corner. And really, guys, there's not a lot of fallout with this palette either. As I'm going into the corner of my eye, I'm kind of bringing it in a little bit right into the middle here. I'm not going all the way to the opposite corner. And I'm just blending that. I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe E27 and I'm going to blend that all out. Next, I'm going to go in with this gold color here, and I'm going to use a Morphe E32 brush. And I'm just going to go into the inner corner and put that all over the lid up until that part where I actually placed the dark color. I think what I'm going to do is go back in with just a tad bit of the brown color that I used and just kind of blend the gold into the brown. So just kind of sweeping it in the middle there and just kind of blending it all together. And I'm just gently sweeping this brush over the middle area where they meet, just so it can blend easily. Next, I'm going to go in with this Real Technique shading brush, and I'm actually going to go into the vanilla color here. And I'm going to place that right under my brow bone. And I'm going to take a makeup wipe and actually clean up that area on the outside of my eye. I just want to make sure it's clean so that when I place my foundation and concealer, I don't get eyeshadow mixed in with it. I am going to go in with this Man Eater eyeliner by Tarte, and it's in the color black. And I'm going to place this on my lash line. This Man Eater eyeliner is so black and it really goes on pretty smooth. It doesn't like tug on your eyelid. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the Smashbox color correcting stick, and I'm actually just going to color correct in areas where I feel that I need it. I'm actually going to use a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush to blend that out. Now just tap it in there. This color correcting stick is one that I've used before and I love it. It really helps color correct those dark circles, any kind of scarring that you might have. Just press it into the skin. Next, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation, and I'm in the color 4W1 Maple. Now, I wore this foundation one time, and I actually applied this foundation probably around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I wore it, I want to say like 8 or 9 hours. This foundation did not budge. It did not go anywhere. It was like I had just applied it on my skin. And I absolutely loved it that day. Now, I can't give you like a specific review on this foundation, but just from that one time wearing it, it stayed on. It was on for that 8 to 9 hours without budging, without me retouching any part of my face. I'm thinking whatever it claims, that it's true to what it claims. So I'll test it out another few days, and then maybe I'll do a review, like a complete and total review on the foundation. But for now, I'm really liking it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'm gonna start with one pump. And one pump is very small when it comes out. Guys, this may look a little yellow initially when I first apply it. Once I blend everything in and get it all into my skin, it kind of melts into the skin and it'll look like my color. So not to fret, it does look a little yellow initially, but we're gonna work with it. This is just the one pump, so it's not much. And I'm gonna go in with my damp beauty blender. And one pump does not do much for me. I'm gonna do 2 pumps. See, it's still a small amount. It's a medium coverage with those 3 pumps. I mean, it is literally a medium coverage. It doesn't look like real cakey on the skin. It doesn't look thick on the skin. I'm gonna go in with just a half a pump, just on the areas where I feel I need a little bit more coverage. I'm just gonna dip my beauty blender into the foundation. I'm gonna dot that on. And still, with this extra pump of foundation, it still doesn't look cakey. Or extra half pump of the foundation. It still does not look cakey whatsoever. It's so just soft on the skin. So the next thing I'm gonna go in with is this Lancome waterproof concealer. And I'm in the shade, it looks like it says 240 Bisque. I'm also going to put some of this concealer just on places where I want to highlight. I'm just going to take a little bit and dot it here on my nose, right between my eyebrows, a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and some on my chin. And then take my beauty blender and blend that out. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes and my highlighted areas with this Hourglass Ambient Diffuse Light Powder. And I'm going to use this Morphe E53 brush. Just tap it in there. Okay, next I'm going to powder my face with the Next to Nothing powder in Medium Deep by MAC. And you guys know I use this quite a bit. I love it. And I'm going to take this, it's a powder brush by Japanese. Next, I'm going to go in with this highlight by Becca. It's the Light Chaser highlighter for face and eye. I'm going to go ahead and highlight the top of my cheekbones, and I'm going to use this setting brush by Real Techniques. This highlighter is so gorgeous. It's got this beautiful iridescence to it. I almost forgot bronzer, so I'm going to go in with the NARS Casino bronzer. Actually the new one. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'll list it down below. I'm actually going to go in with the MUA Professional. It's a stippling brush, large stippling brush. I'm going to use that for my casino bronzer. I'm just going to run it in there. Next, I'm going to go in with this Hourglass Ambient Brilliant Nude. It's the blush that I got. I'm going to go in with this Japanese small tapered brush. The blush is a very subtle color of nude. It's so pretty. That is pretty. I love Hourglass products. They have really, really great products. Next, I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line, and I'm going to go in with the Morphe E18 brush. And I'm going to go in with this color first, the one in the middle. Just going to take that on the bottom lash line. Next, I'm going to go in with this Lamora. It's a precise shader brush, very flat and thin, very small brush. And I'm going to take that brown that I used earlier, and I'm going to actually place that as close to my lash line as possible, but also blending it out, so it's not just this harsh line. I'm going to go ahead and blend those colors together. I'm going to go ahead and take the Man-Eater Black eyeliner, and I'm going to place that in my waterline. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do my brows and put a little bit of mascara on, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I went in with MAC Strip Down on my lips. I've done my eyebrows and a little bit of mascara, and now I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder. It's the Estee Lauder Pure Color Lipstick in Naked City. Such pretty packaging. It really makes my lips feel really soft. My lips have been completely chapped, but that's my fault because I haven't been putting chapstick on. But I'm gonna put on my Aquaphor tonight and hopefully let that sink in the morning I'll be okay. But even though I have chapped lips, this lipstick, oh my gosh, y'all, so creamy and soft. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna go in with, because I want a little bit of gloss and a little bit of shimmer, is gonna be this Becca Liquid Crystal Lip Topper Glow Gloss, and I think it's in the color Champagne Dream Bellini. Yeah. Ooh, pretty. See that little shimmer that it gives to the lips? Okay guys, so the last thing I'm gonna do is set my face with this Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. You can actually use this as a primer, but I'm using it as a setting spray, but you can use it either way. You can use it before your makeup and after your makeup, or however you wanna do it, but it is a primer and a setting spray in one. I'm gonna shake that up. This stuff actually drenches your face, but it smells so good. It smells like coconuts. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna take off these pins and fix my hair, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I'm gonna go over some of the products that I used today. The first product is a Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I have used this maybe once before this tutorial. I'm gonna keep using it because it claims to have this flawless finish, and I'm not sure if it really does that all day. So I've only used it once, and I didn't use it for very long. I think I used it for maybe 5 to 6 hours. So I want to use this and test it out all day. I might test it out all day with the Laura Mercier foundation. This foundation goes on beautifully. I am very impressed with the way this applies. Now, I did use the foundation once the other day, and I loved the longevity of it, but I need to make sure that I use it a few more times before I can really tell you how I really feel about the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and test it out. I'll probably test it out with the primerizer, just so I can test out both of them together and just see how long it wears and if it really works for me. The next thing I want to talk about is the Hourglass Brilliant Nude blush. It is a gorgeous blush. I can't even say enough about this blush. As you can see, it deposited a very light nude color, and it has this beautiful subtle glow to it. Not too overpowering where you just look like a disco ball. Just a very subtle glow, and I love it. I think I'm gonna be using this for a while now because I'm just loving the way the color is, especially with a bold eye like this. You want something subtle on your cheeks. You don't want anything too harsh. The Hourglass Brilliant Nude is a great color for me. Now I want to talk about the Becca Light Chaser Highlighter for eye and face. This highlighter is a very different highlighter. It has an iridescent feature to it, so it comes off, looks gold in the pan, but it comes off peachy pink, and it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful highlight that is just got this, like I said, peachy pink glow. It goes on beautifully. Any Becca highlighter that you purchase is going to look gorgeous on the skin. It is, because they are known for their highlighters. Becca is known for their highlighters, so I'm really glad that they came out with this kind of color. It's just a beautiful, like I said, peachy pink highlight. It's just gorgeous on the skin. Now, the two lip products that I used was the Estee Lauder Pure Color and the Becca lip gloss. This gloss is so beautiful as a topper. It has also the iridescent color that the highlighter has. It's a beautiful topper on top of the Estee Lauder Pure Color. I love this topper. Actually, I'm gonna use this topper with some other nude lipsticks that I have because I love it. It's just got this beautiful sheen to it. The Estee Lauder Pure Color, this nude, guys, this nude is my nude. It is my nude. I mean, look at that color, how pretty it is. I mean, it just goes on the lips, like I said, creamy, smooth. It really makes my lips feel soft. It feels like it's nourishing my lips. It's a great everyday lipstick to wear. The next thing I want to talk about is this Marc Jacobs iconic eyeshadow palette in Glambition. Guys, if you've never worn eyeshadow, this is the palette for you. Number one, it's blendable. Number two, it doesn't deposit too much pigment on the eyelid, so it's going to be easy to work with. And number three, look how gorgeous the colors are. They have several palettes that have come out, and Glambition is just one of them. I would say that they have maybe 3 or 4 that have come out this year. But guys, this is the first one I have owned, and I really think that I'm gonna get another one that I had my eye on. I can't remember the name of it. I'll link it down below, but I think it's more of the purple shades. But this palette, like I said, if you're willing to spend some money, because this is not a cheap palette, if you're willing to spend a little bit of money on your first palette, this palette is for you. It is an everyday palette that goes from everyday to nighttime. Okay guys, those were the new products that I used for this tutorial. I hope that you really enjoyed it, and I hope that you enjoyed the look that I came up with. And thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks, bye.